Hi guys, welcome to another episode of the Beautiful You Show. Today just wanted to come on here and share an experience that I had today. So today I went for a job interview. So background story, I had originally applied for this job maybe 6 months ago, and at the time I really did want the job. Sorry, it's very windy in here. I'm in my filming room and the wind is going, so the curtain might just hit my face from time to time, so I hope that doesn't distract you. But anyways, I originally applied for the job maybe 6 months ago, and at the time I did want the job when I applied, and so then I kind of just, like maybe after a month I kind of just let it go. I was like, oh okay, I kind of almost forgot about it, and other things at my other job started to change, started to shift, and so I'm in a really happy, good place with what's going on with my other job. And so maybe 2 weeks ago I got a phone call saying that I was going to have if I would be interested in coming in for an interview, and I was like, oh sure, but inside I was thinking, I don't know if I want this job anymore. I'm really happy at where things currently are. So those kind of thoughts were going through my head. But I was like, you know what? Let me just be open and give this a shot. And so since that time, I've been kind of nonchalant, like thinking about, do I want this job? Do I not want this job? Why did I originally want this job? Am I willing to give up some parts of what I have going on now? How would this job fit in with the current dynamics that I'm experiencing? And so those types of things. But this morning I woke up and I just had this nervousness about me, and I couldn't pinpoint it. And I was like, for the past 2 weeks, I'm like, oh, I don't know if I get the job, blah, blah, blah. Even before I did the interview. It's like, if I get the job, I get the job. And I was just kind of going back and forth, hemming and hawing. And so this morning I wake up and I notice I have this different energy about me. I'm kind of nervous, I'm kind of irritable. And I'm like, what is going on? Like, when you got to interview, you were kind of like, I don't know if I want the job. And so driving there, when I get there, I still have this nervous energy and I can't pinpoint it. I do the interview, I try to be as mindful as I can, I try to answer the questions as best I can, and I still couldn't get past the energy. But something I realized as I was driving home, I still want to understand what was going on. And I think I finally figured it out. I didn't want to be rejected. It's simple as that. Even if I didn't want the job, I didn't want to be rejected. Now, I had never met these people. Actually, I had met one of the person that was in the interview, but that was like in passing maybe 2-3 years ago. I don't think the person remembered who I was, because it was a real like, hey, this is so and so, and like just kept it moving. But I didn't want to be rejected. I didn't even know who these people were. I don't know them outside of their jobs, their positions. I got a quick introduction, just their names and where they currently worked. But once I was able to figure out that even though I might not really want this job, the fact that wanting to not be rejected was such a huge thing. And I'm just sitting here and I'm thinking about that, and I think about other scenarios that I'm in where I don't want to be rejected, and why that is such a big thing. Other people might say wanting to be liked, wanting to be validated, not wanting to be turned down, not wanting to be told no. They might say those things. But the underlying feeling is not wanting to feel unworthy. And so I just wanted to be able to, think about what could I have done to change that experience. If I had discovered at the very beginning when it first came up for me this morning, when I first noticed that I was nervous, or first noticed that I was a little bit irritable, had I been able to identify the fear of rejection or the fear of not being worthy, what would I have done differently? And I'm hoping that what I would have done differently is been able to acknowledge it and say, yeah, that is one of your fears, and it's okay. I think I would have, what is that called? Engaged differently during the interview. So now I'm aware of it, and I really want to work on being able to get centered and mindful a little bit quicker, even when I'm experiencing thoughts or fear of being rejected or not being worthy. But I just thought I'd come here and share that with you and see what you guys think about it. Have you been in a similar situation where something happens? Either you meet somebody, you're going for an interview, or you're gonna meet maybe your significant other's family, maybe your child's teacher, maybe actually meeting a significant other, and what are some of the feelings that you experience when that is happening. But that's pretty much all I wanted to do today. Thank you so much. Please subscribe, leave questions or comments down below, and I try to respond to them. But other than that, have a beautiful day, and thank you for being here.